The story begins with a narrator recounting the legend of Blackwood Forest, a dense and ancient woodland said to be cursed. Locals speak of eerie lights, ghostly whispers, and people who vanish without a trace. The story follows a group of friends, Elena, Jake, Mia, and Ryan, who decide to investigate the legend despite warnings from the townsfolk. The friends hike into the forest armed with flashlights, cameras, and camping gear. The atmosphere grows heavier the deeper they go. They dismiss the strange occurrences, whispering wind, flickering lights, as natural phenomena. However, Mia notices the forest seems to be shifting, with paths disappearing behind them. As night falls, the group hears distant, haunting laughter. A glowing figure appears momentarily between the trees before vanishing. Jake claims it's just their imaginations, but Elna insists something is following them. They decide to set up camp, hoping the morning light will guide them back. The next morning, the group realizes the path they came in on is gone. Instead, the forest seems to have rearranged itself, leading them in circles. They stumble upon a decaying cabin that isn't on their map. The cabin door creaks open as if inviting them in. Inside the cabin, the group finds old journals belonging to a hermit who lived there years ago. The writings describe how the forest traps souls, feeding on their fear. As they read, the door slams shut, and they hear scratching on the windows. Ryan tries to open the door, but it won't budge. The group escapes the cabin only to find themselves surrounded by a thick fog. The fog whispers their names and reveals distorted images of their worst fears. Jake panics and runs into the mist, disappearing. The remaining friends scream for him, but their voices echo unnaturally. Elena, Mia, and Ryan stumble upon a clearing with strange symbols carved into the ground and animal bones arranged in a ritualistic pattern. Mia recognizes the symbols from the hermit's journal. They're part of an ancient ritual to bind the curse. As they investigate, ghostly figures begin to appear around the clearing. The ghostly figures attack, forcing the group to flee. Elena trips and is dragged into the darkness by unseen forces. Ryan and Mia fight to save her, but are unable to see where she's being taken. Her screams echo as the forest grows darker and colder. Mia and Ryan find an ancient stone altar deep in the forest. The journal hinted at a ritual to end the curse, but it requires a blood sacrifice. Mia offers herself, but Ryan insists on protecting her. As they argue, the unseen terror, a monstrous shadow with glowing eyes, emerges from the trees. Ryan sacrifices himself to complete the ritual, plunging the knife into his palm and spilling his blood on the altar. The unseen terror lets out an otherworldly shriek before dissolving into mist. The forest begins to calm, and the oppressive darkness lifts. Mia escapes the forest as dawn breaks, but she is forever changed by what she experienced. As she reaches the edge of the forest, she turns back and sees a faint shadow moving among the trees, a reminder that the curse may not be fully broken. The video ends with a chilling narration. Some say the forest still calls to those who wander too close. It remembers, it waits, and it is always hungry. The screen fades to black with the sound of whispering wind and faint laughter.